Welcome to Deep Thought. To me, opening your third eye isn't metaphysical. Yeah, I want to get, because every now and then people they say, hey, I want you to get into metaphysics. I want to get into metaphysics. And you get people out there talking about your third eye, talking about your third eye chakra, looking for psychic information to see through somebody. And you know what? I ain't putting them down. I'm saying, to me though, I don't see opening your third eye as metaphysical. To me, opening your third eye is just thinking about stuff, looking through stuff consciously. Because if you're talking about opening up your third eye chakra or meditating and all of that, just ain't me. Now, it might be somebody else. It might be somebody else, and that's good. Think about it. Remember what I said in my last video, don't be a blind follower. I'm saying to me. Now, some people might go with what I'm saying, and they might say, hey, I want to consciously follow what Uncle Rom is saying on this one. And other people might be like, nah, that's crazy. I'm going to keep meditating. I'm going to keep focused on that pen. Okay, fine. But to me, and I'm just sharing my philosophy on that, it isn't metaphysical. It's just keeping your eyes open, keeping awake, seeing stuff for what they are, seeing stuff through the mask. And to me, that's just being awake. That's just listening to stuff, but really seeing what you see. It's like one of the things I do is I read people very well. But it ain't some psychic thing. It's just paying attention to them. It's really looking at them, like body language. I can tell when a couple is good together, when a couple isn't good together, because I'm paying attention to their body language. Like there's a young lady I still follow on IG. I ain't gonna say who she is. I ain't gonna put her out there like that. But I remember when she was with this guy. She had a couple pics and reels with this one guy. And I just looked at it and I said, they ain't a good relationship. And she didn't say anything, of course, but my third eye was reading their body language. I was looking at it. And then recently, she had a reel of her getting engaged to a totally different guy. And she shows this guy a lot. She shows this guy her body language and everything. And I'm using that as an example because my third eye opened just by paying attention to stuff, learning from stuff, paying attention to body language, paying attention to situations, how people walk. Like one of the things I've said on my other channel, I'm really funny about when a man is walking with a woman and he is not closest to the curb. Or if a man is walking behind a woman. Now, some guys have tried to say, well, I'm protecting. It's like, hold up, stop. You can protect it just as well if you're standing beside her. If y'all beside each other, I don't got no problems with that. And I can understand if you say you ain't walking a little bit ahead of her. Because you're like that situation, somebody's saying that. But then the third eye is saying, no, they just trying to justify why they not leading. Why they not protecting? Because if you walking down the street, in most cases, somebody ain't gonna run up on you. You ain't really protecting the woman. In most cases. And like I said, when I see people walking, a man and woman together, I can pretty much look at the situation and how they're doing. Like at this gym I go at, there's a woman in there, a married woman. Now, when her husband isn't around, oh, she's smiling and stuff. When her husband's around, she act like she can walk right past me. Don't look at me. I was like, oh, okay. Now, third eye. They got some issues. They got some issues. If she got a wandering eye when he ain't around, he might need to double back home one day. He might need to double back home one day. See, look, your third eye is just seeing beyond the obvious, what's obvious for most other people. You seeing through a situation. You reading the body language. You seeing what's going on. You seeing right through a situation that's happening. And it's a combination. And to me, it's something you just build every day. Now, if you're one of those people who think you can meditate or do something, smoke some mushroom or something, have at it. I'm saying to me it's just opening your eyes. Because look, here's something else, and you can call this metaphysical or not. Most people are asleep. Most people, they just drifting along. They not paying attention to stuff. They're not really looking at stuff. They're not thinking about it. Like when I'm reading body language, it ain't something, or people or whatever. It ain't something that I developed in recent years or read some book about. It was something I had to pay attention to. And I've told people, I spent a part of my life in Southeast DC. Now, it's supposedly changing around there, but when I was around there, it was kind of dangerous. I had to keep my eyes open and keep my head on a swivel so that I wouldn't be attacked. I wouldn't be attacked. Wouldn't have some dude try to grab me and drag me in the woods or something like that. That's how it was around there. In fact, I did have one guy did grab me in the middle of the street, some crazy dude. Yeah, I kicked him in his balls and ran. Look, here's the thing. You got to pay attention. That's me. That's me. You just paying attention. You sitting back just watching stuff. You sitting back just watching stuff. You paying attention. You learning too. And yeah, you're going to make some mistakes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But then you learn from the mistakes. Opening your third eye is just keeping your eyes open. In fact, this woman who had worked, she had worked at a gym. She had worked on a gym, one of my 1,000 jobs. And one of the things that the manager, the owner of the gym, had to do was read different customers. Now, he would go to her if he had a question about anybody because she could see through people because she grew up in one of those rough areas, so she could read people. And one of the things we did for entertainment, we'd be at the front desk, she'd be saying, oh yeah, they cheating, they doing this person is this way. But she wasn't metaphysical at all. I think she wasn't meditating at all. But it was just how she grew up. She could see right through things. And see, to me, that's what opening your third eye is. It's just opening your eyes, seeing what you see. Seeing what you see, paying attention. See, sometimes we'll see stuff and try to say, oh, this is great. Like that example I gave of that young lady on IG who was with this guy. Now, the average person might see that picture and just say, oh, that's great. And I was like, And then I turned out I was right. Because I was looking at body language and like how she was smiling, stuff like that. I'd be paying attention to a lot of little things. And that because I was meditating, but just because I kept my eyes open. I thought about it. There's many things I'll see and I'll just keep it in mind, even if I don't know anything about it at that moment. And say, oh, I've seen this before. And then that's just me. So, and as I said in the previous episode, you don't have to be a blind follower to that. I'm saying to me. Now, you can do what you like. If it's working for you to meditate or something, please do. Otherwise, it's not, it's me. It's how I open my third eye. And it's funny, just real quick. I've had scores of people say, Ron, you look like you're looking right through me. I am. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend and I'll get through you. I'll talk to y'all next week. All right. Peace and blessings.